of empoweredsoul.com with another update on my own personal money manifesting journey in this month of November. Lots to share today. I did some speaking and I had 3 speaking opportunities all in a row in 3 days, and it was great. I did a live speaking engagement, which I almost never do. And in keeping with the energy of self-trust, I did not prepare. So I just showed up with maybe this much of written notes that I ended up not using, and it was wonderful. And I have to say that experience really shifted my energy a lot, and at the end of that night, I felt so full of certainty. It was really, really beautiful. Interestingly enough, as a result of all that speaking, what came back to me was a deafening silence. It was really quiet. My phone didn't ring. No one emailed me with questions. Even my update that I posted on Saturday, somehow it didn't go out via my autoresponder until Monday morning, and so there were no comments, no feedback. It was just eerily quiet, which is exactly the response I needed from the universe, because here's the big revelation, and I don't want to go into the grand details of why, but speaking is not an ideal marketing tool for me. It's just not. And I kind of knew that, but this experience this weekend was exactly what I needed to attract. To show me that, yeah, I'm right about that. Just because it should be a great marketing tool, and just because it is a great marketing tool for other people, doesn't mean that it's necessarily my great marketing tool, and it's not. So that was a really liberating thing for me, actually, because speaking has been really high on my agenda as something that I should do to expand my business, just because it's very hot. Okay, in the marketing world, it's like, ooh, speak to sell. And that doesn't work for me. And I know exactly why it doesn't work for me, which I won't get into now, but it's the giving and receiving energies in speaking versus writing. Anyway, I understand it completely. And, I'm such a champion of manifesting money in our own unique way. And you know what? Speaking is not it for me. Now, it'll be interesting to see. I have to experiment a little bit more about how that translates to video, because obviously I'm speaking to you now. So we'll see whether there's a difference between live speaking and speaking on video. I don't know. Maybe I won't be doing too many more video series. I'll just be writing more. So that was one thing that happened. And as soon as I really took ownership of that, the silence was over and suddenly communication started up again. So that was kind of interesting. The other piece of this is so funny. When I set my intentions for my $30,000 in November, I remember phrasing it this way. I said, I want to make $30,000 by the end of the month. And then I added, but I really want to make half of that by the 15th so that I don't spend the whole month being stressed out. And of course I did make $15,000 by the 15th, all in one chunk. And when I really started thinking about that, I was like, oh, no wonder I keep feeling like all the money will come in at the end of the month in one sort of felt swoop. Because it's been trickling in, but it's really been trickling, right? And at the same time, I feel like I'm complete. The sense of my manifesting process right now is it's done. And everything else that I do is just for my own amusement. It's like the universe is just going to sit there going, hey, the work's been done, it's coming. And just watching me kind of spin around for my own amusement, going, okay, if you feel like you have to, go for it. But, you could just not. So it's kind of an interesting feeling. And again, it's about that self-trust for me, right? That it's coming. It's done. It's complete. There is no more work to be done in this process. Just really weird feeling. And yet there's a lot of certainty in it. So, I can certainly work on my business this week if I really want to. But I'm definitely, if I choose to do so, it'll be with the understanding that it has no bearing on my income this month whatsoever. So there it is, my video update, which I know that makes this kind of money manifesting journey update thing a little boring. It's like, oh, she's done. Okay. So we'll see what else happens, but as far as I'm concerned, the processes, all the working with greater trust, they're kind of complete at this point. And that's an important thing to recognize. When we've done our alignment stuff, because I don't like the word work anymore, when we've done our alignment, and we kind of have to let it go and understand, okay, we're complete. Now, it may still have to come in sequentially in linear time, because that's what we work with here in this dimension, right? Linear time. But it's energetically done. Check. Complete. In the bag. So that's definitely the sense I'm operating with at this point. So I may choose to work a little bit in my business just for the sake of making myself feel better, with the full understanding that that's why I'm doing it. Or I might just do some scrapbooking and jewelry making and bake some holiday cookies. So I will keep updating though and let you know what happens, so stay tuned.